Wait, like, right now? For how long? There is a very big difference between 5 minutes and 30 minutes. Which one is it closer to? Seriously? You know you guys are meant to tell me when things happen, right? And really, making them wait like that? I hope you at least gave them a water or something. Son! Hello, thanks for bringing in some positive light into my base. And sorry for the wait. We don't exactly get nice, friendly visitors and thus don't have a protocol for when that happens. What's up? You literally never come here. What time is it? How the... But okay. I can understand why you came over then. Considering that I apparently should have gotten back home like 5 to 7 hours ago. Ah, shit. Phone, right. I put it on silence when I do extensive research sometimes, and usually it isn't for that long. I'm sorry I wasn't answering. I hope I didn't worry you too much. You probably knew I wasn't out on the field though, since I'm constantly spamming you with updates and gossip when I am. Expect it. Hey, I am not that bad with time. I just get absorbed into doing stuff sometimes and lose track. It's Wednesday? Thursday. Okay. That's what I meant to say. And, of course, that's what I said. So can you kindly stop with the smug face? It's hopefully nothing. Just the kind of research where you're making sure certain things are not related in any way. Speaking of unrelated, have you talked to Anna in the past couple of days? Well, haste in this context since, you know, hero-y stuff. Did she mention anything of interest going down in the Hero Council? No. Okay. That's probably good. Means she isn't put off by it much. You know how I said I was gonna meet up with some minor hero that wanted to talk about how the council was being run? Yeah, so did that, and was not expecting the kid to have indisputable proof that the council's been up to some pretty nasty things behind the scenes. Way worse stuff than I've ever done. I can't believe the sheer level of hypocrisy. Oh, I'm sure Haste's not actually involved in any of it. She's been your friend since before you even started heroing. Do you think she'd be alright with lying to the public or working with organized crime? And that's some more tame examples. Yeah, exactly. On the council or not, she wouldn't do that. She's just being kept in the dark from what I've gathered, but just in case, I've so far kept any talks with her about it vague. But I mean, her secretly dealing in illegal stuff, she still gets on my case for snatching a thing or two every now and then. What can I say? Kleptomania is a serious condition. Can anyone really blame me? Let's go over to my computer room. I can show you some stuff about it, and hopefully you can help me confirm if this thing is related to one another or a completely separate thing. Does it sound like I'm trying to convince myself? I definitely am. I've got a question. Back when you were regularly interacting with the Hero Council, did you get a sense that there was something going on behind the scenes? A little bit is still something. Did you ever bring up those suspicions to anyone? That makes sense. You'd go to Haste about it first. And she could have asked one of the other members about it. This is not good. Apparently, after the hero started digging into the council's more dirty deeds recently, there was an attempt made on their life. Some shady mercenary who's new to the scene, doesn't even have a public name out yet. The connection between the things is so obvious, but the council is definitely banking on the hero being so insignificant that nobody cares to look into it. The only people who probably know about it are the ones that Firecracker told themselves. Oh, because they're a You know what? That's not important. Do you see what I'm getting at? What I don't want to be connected? Son, do you think there's a small possibility that the Hero Council was behind you nearly dying? Because if people who you fully trusted did that to you... I don't fully know how I'd react. That's what I've been trying to find. Any links, evidence, literally anything that shows someone connected with the council had communications with one of the villains involved in your supposed assassination. I know how long it's been, but if it's true, do you want them to just get away with that? When you connect the dots, it unfortunately starts to make sense. You probably only fought Maestro like once or twice, right? Why would he have wanted to kill you? Not including the fact that he liked to kill people. There were 2 other villains involved though, right? More minor ones, but ones who you did deal with on the regular. What if they chose villains who you had a history with to make it more believable, and then threw in a third party they knew would get the job done? I'm sorry. I know this isn't great to think about. I probably need to try and take a break from thinking about it, honestly. You want to head home? I gotta check in with security first, but then we're good to go. I definitely missed dinner again. God, Francis is gonna have my head. Both for missing the meals that he makes and for not eating properly. Aw, you saved me some? You're such a kind soul. There you are. I have no idea why I don't just immediately assume you're here when I can't find you. Flightbright, you've got to tell me when you're gonna have guests over. Come on.
And a hello to you too.
Hey, Anna.
Your bestie here gets every nickname under the sun, and yet I'm the one on a first name basis.
I have literally met your family. Don't act like we're just coworkers. Besides, I think it's funny.
Look at that, Sonny. They called me their coworker. Guess the thief does consider themselves a hero.
You're never gonna stop bothering me with the pedantics and labels, are you?
I think I've just about gotten to matching the amount of times I had to hear, I'm still a villain, but I'll do this one thing for you this one time. So maybe.
You're impossible. So, son, guessing you guys were discussing the big headline that's been on every single TV station and newspaper? Speedster hero of legend Haste resigns from the Hero Council? Oh, and I absolutely mean every channel. I think I even saw something about it on that one weird one that only shows tennis games.
In a way, I don't even understand why it's that big of a deal. I was never a very active member. I usually thought there were better things to be doing with my time.
Says the person with more time on their hands than anyone else on the planet. But yeah, being out helping people does sound better than whatever boring bureaucratic stuff they do. That's what I want to know too. Why leave? If you're against them, then now shouldn't you have stayed on? Trying to fix it from the inside?
Please, they're too far gone for that to work. As sad it is to say that. But with me leaving, now all eyes are on them, and everyone's waiting for the big reason I step down. Perfect way to bring some light to things.
Bring some light. No, I haven't found anything concrete yet connecting them to your attempted assassination. Trying to go that deep into Maestro's leftover backlogs and files has been about as difficult as jumping through actual rings of fire, even for me. As for the other villains, getting into their stuff has been as easy as pickpocketing an old lady. Unfortunately, said old lady also has the record-keeping skills of children, and it doesn't seem like they have anything to go off of.
What if you can get a look at the Hero Council records instead?
You left. Do you even still have access to those?
I never had full access to them. However, I was able to gain access to them before I left and can now give them to you.
You stole them! There is absolutely no way. You? Breaking a law and stealing sensitive info from fellow heroes? Pinch me. I have to be dreaming.
Ugh, sometimes drastic measures have to be taken.
For the greater good, yeah. So the greater good is giving top secret records to a former villain?
No, it's giving them to a friend who I know will use them to help people and set things right.
Well, okay. I don't know how much Sun's gonna be able to do with them, though.
How do you manage to put up with them on the daily?
I'm just messing with you, Roadrunner. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Both the files and your trust.
I'm glad to hear it. Here's your drive. I wish you the best of luck in parsing through them. You should hopefully find that you have full access with nearly no firewall.
What will you do if it's true that they tried to kill Sun?
Then I'll stop at nothing to make sure every single one of them is shown to be the corrupted pigs that they are and brought to justice. Of course, love. Now I should probably head out. Get back to doing the good work. Stay safe, okay? Both of you. We're in treacherous waters now, and we have to watch our backs.
Trust me. If there's anything I'm good at, it's keeping Sunny safe. And keeping myself safe. Right. Yeah. See you later, Anna.
Goodbye, you two.
If she left skid markets on the carpet again, I'm making her pay to replace them. Sunshine. You in here? Ah, there you are. Library time after work, then? Good. That's nice. I just got back from base and, we need to talk about something. At least I'm back early for once, though. So, I found some data. 2 weeks before you were almost killed, a council representative went to the prison that Maestro was being held in at the time. Coincidentally, Maestro escaped the next day. That council rep, as well as multiple lower-ranking members, kept in contact with and monitored him and the other two villains, helping them set up a plan to get rid of you. I'm sorry, son. Yeah. I think I already knew it was going to be the case, too. Fully seeing it, though, the logs, the things said between them, it's somehow harder to believe. I am angry. I'm making sure they're getting everything that's coming to them and more. But I'm also not going to lash out. I mean, won't it hurt their pride more if I'm the bigger person in this? Yeah, I'm gonna love to see Ultimage's face when he sees the public siding with me of all people. I guess our course of action now is doing the thing that I had been vehemently against for the past half a decade or so. Showing the world that the hero Sunburst is alive and kicking. That'll definitely be a much bigger commotion than Haste resigning. Sorry, do you hear yourself? It doesn't matter how long it's been. You were a people's hero, son. Not some bureaucratic, high-level whatever with no connection to the general populace besides when they decide to stop a bad guy. Everyone adored you because you're generally a good person who cares about people's lives and happiness. I wouldn't be surprised if they held a welcome back parade in your honor. I am being serious. As much as it does suck, their connection to your supposed death is exactly what we needed to get this all settled. I mean, if they're willing to do that, then people will be absolutely willing to believe that they could have done everything else they were up to. When we show that you're alive, people are going to jump to conclusions about how I fit into the story. We have to decide how open we want to be about it, because I still did keep you against your will. Yeah, but I did also save your life. Twice, actually, but I'm much less proud of the second time. Hey, maybe this is my chance to be known for something besides killing Maestro. I mean, with the context, it makes a lot more sense. Right now, most think I did it just 'cause. We can really go live with this whenever we want. I compiled all the logs, communication records, and the medical records for your injuries. Those are all set to go. All we need now is to have you show your face. Not your actual face. Yeah. It is really too bad we don't still have your old costume. I may have kept your helmet. Shut it. Oh my god. You know I like to display things. I wasn't just gonna throw it away. You wearing the damaged helmet would actually be pretty sick. I'm fixing the lenses first though, because I know you're gonna want to show off your powers, and you are not doing that without them. The rest of your costume should be pretty easy to recreate. There's the literal glowing in excitement. It'll be so weird seeing you in costume again. It's in one of the vaults at my base. I'll grab it tomorrow. Want to hear my idea for how to go about it? Okay, so Haste should hold one of those big press conference things, right? To talk about her reasons for leaving the council. She could talk about the suspicions that have been raised, and maybe that she wants an investigation, whatever. But then she says that she has a guest speaker who has been affected by the corruption in the Hero Council, and brings you out. What do you mean you have notes? I can't be the guest speaker. You're the one who's the big reveal. Oh. Of course you want me to be the one to reintroduce you to the public. Brings it full circle, huh? So, Haste will bring me up, and I'll talk about what happened that night and the setup surrounding it. How about when I get to the end and say that you were presumed dead, then you come up onto the stage? That is a publicity stunt. This is honestly going to be so hilarious. Oh, we should have the fire hero kid there. The one who I talked to originally. I do have to give them props. Publicly questioning the council as a low-tier hero takes a lot of courage. I'm very glad that they came to talk to me too. Though, could have done without all the stress of going through all that data. That was excruciating. Yeah, I am worried. You putting yourself out there as a hero again puts a lot of targets on your head. And not just from the council. A lot of people will start expecting you to fully go back into heroing, which you can't do because of your injury-based disabilities. Please do not, it'll be fine, yourself to death. You'll just have to be clear about what you are and aren't able to do. Talk with the docs here. See what they think about what sort of hero work you'd be able to do. They'll probably suggest physical therapy too. That'll help. Because I know how much you are raring to go to be out there again. At least this time we'll be able to go out and fight crime together. You can certainly try to stop me from collecting things along the way, but I doubt you'll be able to. We're coming up on another new chapter of life then, huh? For once, I'm actually excited for it. You want to go get some pizza? Hell yeah. Time to celebrate the collapse of the overrated council and the return of famed hero Sunburst.